Howdy-ho, neighborinos. Welcome to Cybersecurity for Civilians 1C. Once again, this is Keith Bird with some cybersecurity goodness. On this short video, I'll dish out some rapid-fire miscellany to wrap this 01 course up. First off, you need to do Windows updates. We will be getting into this topic more in depth in a later video, but in the meantime, I just want to emphasize that and also make sure you know about Patch Tuesday. That is the second Tuesday of every month, sometimes the fourth Tuesday of every month, when Microsoft will put out its patches, usually some security patches, to update your version of Windows. And what I recommend is that you set up a calendar reminder on the second Wednesday of every month so that you get that done. Okay, here is some tough love that I have to dish out here. There is still the possibility that someone watching this video might still be on a Windows XP or Windows 7 machine. If that is you and you are still on a Windows XP or Windows 7 machine, you really need to get a new computer. Back in January of 2020, Microsoft stopped issuing security patches for Windows 7. It is no longer secure to be on a machine that is connected to the internet at all on Windows 7. Now, there is a possibility that you might be able to buy a copy of Windows 10 and install it on a Windows 7 machine. That's possible. Most likely, you would be better off just getting a new computer. Let's talk for a moment about Vishing. This is not phishing, which is on email. No, this is Vishing with a V, as in Victor. This is talking about people on the phone. What you need to know is that Microsoft, any legitimate IT guy, the IRS, your bank, the Social Security office, will never call you. If anyone is calling you and they claim to be from any of these organizations, they are scamming you. I just wanted to make sure that you knew about that. So let's talk for a moment about malware and viruses. I probably will be going more in depth on this topic at a later time, but in the meantime, here's a summary of my advice on it. You need to get multiple antivirus / anti-malware software for your computer. One of them will be running all the time, and the other you will have run a scan on demand. What do I mean by that? Well, let me illustrate that with what I use. That's the best way for me to explain it to you. I use McAfee and the free version of Malwarebytes on my machine. And again, obviously there are a lot of good products out there, but this is what I use. And I have McAfee running all the time. It is all the time watching over my computer, and anytime it notices anything at all, it suddenly gives me an alert. Now with Malwarebytes, it is not running all the time. About once a week or so, I launch Malwarebytes and I tell it to run a scan. The reason for this is that you do not want to have two AV programs running all the time on your computer at the same time. They will conflict with each other. They will cause problems for each other, but you need to have more than one AV program on your machine because nobody catches everything. So that's what I do. I do recommend that you keep them up to date and run them both, not at the same time, one after the other, at least once a week. Okay, one more little bit of tough love here. If you care about it, back it up. What do I mean here? Photos, documents, those are the main things that I would care about. If you care about that on your laptop, you need to be backing that up to another place, just in case your computer goes belly up. Ideally, it would be both on-site and off-site. What would on-site that would mean? An external hard drive that you keep in your house that you plug into your computer. Off-site would mean a cloud solution. But if you have to choose, I would say that off-site, which is online, would be better. We will be going more into this topic at a later time, by the way. Also, if you're thinking about using public Wi-Fi, like at Starbucks or McDonald's, sit down until the feeling goes away. Unless you're using a virtual private network, which is also a topic we will be going into at a later time. And finally, if you're going on vacation, don't talk about it on Facebook until you get back. You don't want to be advertising to everybody and his dog Spot that your house is going to be empty for the next 2 weeks. So anyway, that's all for the 01 course. The next series will be the 02 course on the basics of cybersecurity. Hope you've enjoyed this so far. Thanks so much for watching, and God bless.